Students, before we started our literature section, actually we were reading modal verbs. We were learning the uses of modal verbs. So today we will try to complete and finish the remaining modals. Then we will continue our literature and main course books actually, and our literature section. So today, student, I will teach you the uses of out to. you know you have learned the uses of many models so far: should, would, could, may, might, can, and must also. The remaining models that you did not learn that time was actually the out to, need, dare, so and used to. So today we will teach you first the uses of out to. Out to is actually a modal verb which is used in a way which is very similar to should. It is used like should in many sentences, and we will compare those two verbs also. We will compare actually out to versus should actually. But before that, we would see what are the uses of out to and how and where it is generally used. So actually out to is used to express. There are many uses of out to. One by one we will learn all of them. First use of out to is actually it is used to express an obligation or an expectation that someone should do something. So a student, actually the word obligation, you understand earlier also, your duty. Obligation shows your duty, that's something you must do, that's something you should do. It is your duty, it is your obligation. And the second is expectation. Actually when something is expected from you, that you should help the poor, you should respect the elders, you should follow traffic rules. These are the expectation from you. These things are expected from you. So to show the expectation and obligation, underline the word, students, obligation and expectation. To show the obligation and expectation, we generally use the modal verb out to, such as you out to listen carefully, be out to leave now, Lucy out to go by herself, people out to be bit nicer to us. So actually all these things, in all these sentences here, student, you can underline the use of out to, and you can see in the sentences that out to has been used in the sentences actually to show the obligation that something must be, that something should be done, not must be, should be done. Such as, look at it, you out to listen carefully. It means that someone is suggesting that you should listen carefully, it would be good for you. So it is good for you to listen carefully, so it is expected from you, it is an expectation. Now be out to leave now, it is actually an obligation. Now there is no other alternative. It would be better for us to leave now. It's not compulsory. A student, always keep it in mind that out to is a bigger word in comparison to should. When we use should is the strong, should is stronger than out to, and must is strongest. Whenever we use must, then it becomes 100%. Understand this, student, percentage wise. When you use must, then you have to do the thing, then it is 100%, then you do not have any chance. And when you are using should, then it is showing that you should do that, it would be very good for you to do. If you will not do that, you will have to face some consequences of it. But out to is just used to show your duty. It is totally up to you whether you want to do that thing or not. Such as, you out to respect the elders. In this sentence you are saying, a student, that it is totally up to you whether you want to respect them or not. If you do not want, it's your choice. But if you use should, you should respect your elders, then someone is suggesting you, someone is giving you advice, then it becomes an option for you. And when someone is saying you must serve your country, then must is a very confirm word. It's a very strong word. If we use must, then we remain with no option but to do that. So student, I hope you would have understood. Now let's come to the second use of out to. The second use of out to actually to express the likelihood of something happening. It means that there is a chance, there are some chances that something will happen. It's likely that something may happen. So to show that, we use the modal verb out to, such as Anna will out to be here by now. So it was the chance that it was a likelihood that Anna will should have been here by now, but she isn't here still. So this is showing likeliness of something happening. The journey out to take about 2 hours. It's again the same thing, student. It's showing the likelihood that it's very likely. It's likely to take 2 hours. The journey is likely to take 2 hours. It can change. It's not a very strong word, out to. Generally in modern English grammar, the use of out to is very limited. It is not very frequent in its use nowadays. But examination wise, you will use out to whether on the places where you have to show your duty, where you have to show that ethics, to show the morality or ethics that you should do for the morals and ethics rather than duty. When you want to suggest someone that you should do that, it means to say that you have to do that, it is good for you to do, it is an option for you to do. But when you use out to, then it is good for your ethics, then it is good, it is morally good to do that. That's what I mean when we say that we out to obey our elders. Here in this sentence, it means to say that it is your obligation, it is morally good to do that, it is ethically good to do that. But when you use should, then it does not show your ethics moral, but it shows your duty rather than ethics or moral. And out to shows our ethics and morality, that we should do that, it's morally good to do. That's what it means. Students, sometime in the sentences you have seen that we use have after out to, that I out to have done that, I out to have spoken up earlier, such as in these examples. In these sort of situation, out to is actually used, this is the structure, underline the structure, student. Out to plus have plus past participle. In these sort of situation, out to is actually used as a main verb in the sentence to express regret. Regret means to say that repent, when you are regretting on something, when you thinking that, oh, you shouldn't have done that. To express that, sometimes we use out to also in place of should, such as I ought to have spoken up earlier, I am sorry. You ought to have offered to help. They ought to have told us what to expect. In questions and negatives, should is frequent. Students, look at it. In these sort of situations, you have seen that that you should have done so. It is an aftermath. That's in after the incident or after the occurrence, that something has happened, and now you are thinking that you should have done that, I ought to have done that. It's like that. So I hope you would have understood. Tomorrow we will see the use of out to in the context of should, that how it is used in the context of should, and in comparison with should, in simple sentence you can say that should can take the place of out to, but out to cannot take the place of should. But wherever it is showing, you have to show that this work is good to do morally, this work is good, this work is ethically good to do. On those sort of situations, you should use out to in place of should. But you can also use should because out should can take the place of out to, but out to cannot take the place of should. So students, I hope you would have understood, and I will give you some exercises also tomorrow on the uses of out to use it appropriately, and then we will move on to our literature section again.